Hello and welcome to Mixologist Happy Hour Cider Reviews. So my friends at Press Then Press sent me some special ciders in my Cider Club pack or what have you this month. And so one of them is this Renaissance Orchards Bourbon Barrel Cherry Cider. It's a carbonated semi-dry cider, barrel-aged for 12 months, 8.1 alcohol, which is pretty high for a cider, but, what else does it say? Bittersweet cider, co-fermented and sweetened with cherry puree and other natural flavors. Yeah, that's pretty much all it says. If you don't know about Press Then Press, it's this awesome cider website. Like, that's literally all they have is cider. You can try so many different interesting ciders, and they have this Cider Club. And the best part about the Cider Club is that you get to decide how much cider you get each month. So maybe you only want 4 ciders. You can do that. Maybe you want 12. You can do that. And they curate them for you, and the owners are really nice and really responsive. Sorry, the cat is eating a jump rope. So it's just a great club because you can really customize it, and I think most clubs that I've seen, at least, you don't have that option. You pretty much have to, get the amount of cider they want you to. It's fixed, or it's every quarter. And I also like Press Then Press because it's monthly, so we get 8 ciders a month, and yeah, it's really fun. Okay, so let's try this Renaissance Orchards Bourbon Barrel Cherry Cider. Now I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this because it's aged in a bourbon barrel, but you know what? And give it a shot and see, because you never know. You can surprise yourself. Oh, I do want to give a shout out to Reverend Nat. We went to the Oregon Brewers Fest on Saturday, and Reverend Nat had an awesome new cider, raspberry Saint Citron, and it was absolutely delicious. In fact, it sold out while we were there. Which kind of sucked, but luckily Portland Cider also had a really good one, Lemon Drop, which is their take on the classic cocktail, and so they had a lemon drop cider, so that was very good too. Anyway, let's give this a shot. I'm going to pour it so you guys can see it. Probably make a mess. Okay, it's pretty. I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't be. It's a cherry cider. It, has a very nice red cherry color. And I can see the sparkles in the glass, or, what have you, the carbonation, rather, in the glass. Yeah. Smells kind of like bourbon, like cider aged in a bourbon barrel. That is to say, it smells a little strong and dry, but I can smell some of the cherry coming through. So let's see. Oh God, no. I appreciate how somebody might like this. That somebody is not me. This is way too dry for me, and I don't know. It's just very strong flavor, but it's not necessarily a flavor I enjoy. That being said, it's not the worst cider, obviously, I've ever had, and it's not bad at all. It's just not my type of cider. As you probably know if you've watched the show before, I'm much more inclined to go for the fruit-based ciders, strawberry, raspberry, blackberry from McMinimum's, anything from Two Towns. In fact, Two Town, if you would like to start a cider club, that would be amazing, and I would totally join that, even though we have like way too much cider already. I would find a way to house all that cider if you made a cider club 2 towns. So I'm asking you to do that, please. Anyway, let's give this a second sip, shall we? Okay, that time it was actually better. I left it on my tongue a bit longer and I got more of that cherry flavor. I can definitely taste the bourbon barrel. That being said, I don't know how much of that is in my head, how much of that is actually an obvious flavor. And also I think part of that is the 8.1 ABV. I think that definitely affects the flavor and makes it a bit more, I don't know how to explain it, but it makes it less cidery and more like drier. It just changes the flavor, I feel like. But again, I'm also just wondering how much of this is mental for me, knowing that it was aged in a bourbon barrel, because I do think on second taste, this actually is quite pleasant. I'm not saying I would drink an entire can of this. I probably wouldn't, but I could see how someone would enjoy this. Is it a daily cider? Maybe not. It's a bit strong for that if you're just having a cider with a meal. Although that being said, 2 Towns makes this amazing cosmic crisp tropical cider, and I have had that. It's 8 as well, and I've had that several times with meals, but that is much fruitier, much more, it tastes light. Even though it's 8.0, you can't tell, and that's why it's really dangerous actually, but it's really good, especially with Mexican food. So I don't know, I guess it just depends on your taste. I don't think this would go with every meal. I think this would be maybe a steak or something, a steak dinner type of cider. That, again, not bad though. Okay, yeah, third taste I liked it even more. Again, I am drinking this on a somewhat empty stomach, and it's 8.0, and I'm sure that can also affect how good it tastes after a while, because, you know, things start to taste better the more inebriated you are. But I don't think I'm inebriated yet at all. But yeah, okay, I'm starting to like this more. It grows on you. It's growing on me. So maybe if you're like me and you're not prone to drinking these types of ciders, give it a try. You might surprise yourself. Okay, so again, that was Renaissance Orchard's Bourbon Barrel Cherry Cider. And, oh, sorry, it's 8.1. I think I said 8.0. It's 8.1. But that's not a big deal. Anyway, and this has been a Mixologist Happy Hour cider review. If you have any ciders you really want me to try on the show, let me know, and I will do my best to procure them. Probably do more press and press ones, because they kindly send me special ciders to try just for my show. It's really nice of them. And like I said, check out Press and Press. Check out their Cider Club. It's really awesome. And cheers.